chemical equations while balance them. According to law of conservation of matter, matter is neither created nor destroyed during a chemical reaction. And because chemical equations are used to represent chemical reactions, then we expect that what happens before the reactant, that means what happened before the reaction, the reactants, will also be what we will see after the reaction. In other words, the number of atoms of each element we see in the left hand side will be the one we are going to see on the right hand side. What we have here are the reactants, that means before the reaction. Then what we have on the right hand side is the product of such chemical reaction. Let us take a look in number 1 here. We use an atom count to find out whether what really happened within the reactants are the same thing with what we see after the reactant. Imagine cooking 6 eggs, and after cooking the eggs, you will now see 12 or 10. You see, it is not normal. And so, the law of conservation of matter is saying the number of elements you see before reaction will be the number of the same element you are going to see after reaction. No creation, no destruction. No new one will be formed, and no additional one you will see. You will not see, there will not be addition, there will be no addition, there will be no subtraction. Let us take the number 1 here, for example. We see hydrogen. Let us check whether hydrogen is balanced. From the reactant side, which is on the left hand side, we see hydrogen 2. And on the other side, which is the product side, also hydrogen 2. That means it is balanced. Okay? So hydrogen has no problem there. But let us continue to work and check whether it will continue to be like that. What of oxygen? Oxygen O. On the reactant side, we have oxygen 2. Okay. On the product side, we have oxygen 1. You can see that one oxygen is missing on the product side, which is the right hand side. Therefore, we have to do something to make sure that the same 2 oxygen we have on the left will be what we have on the right. What do? Do we go here and put 2? No, because that is not the formula of water, which is the product. So we are going to use coefficients here and write 2. In this case now, we have 1 oxygen times 2, which is 2. Then oxygen on the left hand side, which is the right hand side, is also 2, which means that oxygen has been balanced. So for oxygen on the left hand side, what do we have on the left hand side? We have 2. On the right hand side, what do we have? We have also 2. So there's no problem. But adding 2 here has now made hydrogen, which was balanced before, not to balance. It's like historical Cobra effect, where we try to solve a problem and create more problem for ourselves. We are trying to solve the problem of balancing oxygen, and then hydrogen that was balanced before became unbalanced. You can see that. So we will go back now and balance the hydrogen. The hydrogen we have here on the right hand side, which is bigger, is what? Is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So we have 4 hydrogen. But on the right hand side, what do we have? We have only 2. What do? We come to the reactant side and add 2 here. So that hydrogen will be 2 times 2 is 4 on the reactant side. Then 2 times 2 is also 4 on the product side. Oxygen will now be what? 2 on the reactant side, and also 1 times 2, which is 2 on the product side. So we have 4 on the left hand side and 4 on the right hand side for oxygen, 2 on the left hand side, 2 for the right hand side for oxygen, while hydrogen has 4 on both sides. You can see, since we are sure that we cannot calculate meaningful work, we cannot do meaningful calculation in chemistry with equation not balanced. So before we balance the chemical equation, before we calculate anything in chemistry, we must balance the chemical equation. You understand? So because of that, we are going to do more in balancing of chemical equation, so that the calculation we have there will really make a lot of meaning. I can invite you now to balance this number 2 and see me in the comment section. Remember that this reaction is a reaction when ammonia is bound in oxygen. See you in the next calculation in chemistry.